Hi all, welcome to my channel. It's me, Maddie V. If you're new here, hi. If you're old here, hi. I'm Maddie V. I'm a 26-year-old girl just living through life trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. And this is my cat, Bug. Say hello. This is Bug. He is always on the channel. He is my literal bestie for the restie. I'm gonna let him go for now, but I just wanted to do a quick introduction because he just is the cutest little thing in the world. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you clicked on this video, it's probably because you have an anal fistula, or you know someone, maybe a friend or a family member that has an anal fistula, and I just wanted to give some tips and tricks on how to live with an anal fistula. I was diagnosed with an anal fistula about a year ago. I was diagnosed last June, so June of 2021. It is now August 2022. It feels like it's been forever, but it's really only been about a year. And it's not something that has been a pleasant journey. It's just been a hard time. And I just wanted to provide some tips and tricks to people that might make it a little bit easier. So if that sounds interesting to you, then keep on watching. That was cringy. That was literally so cringy. Okay, bye. Today I wanted to do a tips and tricks video for anyone out there that are living with the anal fistula and just need a little bit of like support. I kind of went through my whole anal fistula journey on my own. Like, I didn't know that there were like Facebook support groups. Bless you, baby. I didn't know that there were so many people out there that were dealing with anal fistulas until I started posting about it on my TikTok. And I actually found like a big community of people that are living with anal fistulas. So these are some tips and tricks that I've gotten from my surgeon and just from other people that have been living with anal fistulas. With that being said, like, I am not a medical professional, so whatever works for you will work for you. If it doesn't work for you, please don't take my advice. These are just things that have personally worked for me. A little background of my fistula journey. I started out with a perineal abscess due to what I thought was an ingrown hair. I got that drained in a doctor's office, which I don't recommend, and I got infected and turned into a perineal abscess, which I needed emergency surgery to get drained. After that, I was told, you know, like, it should be gone, but it ended up coming back, so I was referred to a colorectal surgeon, and I had another surgery, which was like an exam under anesthesia, so an EUA, with a hopeful fistulotomy, which is a surgery to get rid of fistulas, but sometimes it doesn't work because fistulas are really, I don't know, dramatic. So I had like a failed fistulotomy because like the doctor said that like it might have gone dormant. So it was just kind of like a guessing game if it was gonna come back or not. It did end up coming back, so I had another surgery. I had like a partial fistulotomy with a ceton placement. And for those of you who don't know, like, a ceton is a drain that's essentially put in the incision where your anal fistula opening is, and it's just there to like aid drainage of the fistula. And then my fourth surgery, I got a lift, like an LIFT. It was like a procedure to like scoop out all the gunk, and then I got my ceton removed. So it's been a lot. My body has been through a lot, and that's why I really wanted to do this like tips and tricks video, because fistulas are not easy. If you're lucky enough to have like a very superficial, I think that's what it's called, fistula, where you can just like scoop it all away with a fistulotomy, you are a lucky human, and luckily you haven't had to deal with the other complications. Even mine, I feel like, is not that like bad. Even though I've had 4 surgeries, I've heard of people that have had like way more than 4, people that have been dealing with this for years. My 4th surgery was mostly successful, knock on wood. I haven't had a reoccurrence happen. I do have an anal fissure though. I don't know like how I ended up with an anal fissure, but you know what? I'd rather have an anal fissure than deal with a full-blown like reoccurrence already of my fistula. So I'm just on like this topical compound that I put up my butt every day, 2 times a day. So this video is gonna be split into 2 parts. The first part is gonna be like actual like physical things that I've gotten to help me through this like anal fistula journey. And then the second part is gonna be just like mindsets, practices, and like things that you don't really buy that have helped me through my fistula journey. More things that have helped me through like the mental exhaustion, the physical exhaustion, like just things like that. All of the stuff that I show you that I've gotten, I will try to link it down below. That being said, it won't probably be the exact thing that I have. For instance, like the SITZ bath that I got is from the actual hospital, but they do sell them because they're really helpful for people that like mothers that have just had babies, things like that. So I'm really excited. Let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing that has saved my life through my anal fistula journey is my SITZ bath. This is my SITZ bath. It has gone through my whole fistula journey with me. Kind of gross, I'm putting it close to my face, but I wash it every time. This thing has gone through my whole journey with me since day one, since my emergency surgery. Basically what a SITZ bath is, you put it in the toilet with some warm water and nothing else. Like you don't put soap, you don't put bath salts, you put nothing in it, just hot, warm water. And you sit in it and you let your butt soak. And it helps a lot with pain. It helps a lot with drainage. It helps a lot with like keeping your butt clean. Because if you think about it, having an anal fistula, you obviously go poop. So every time you have to go poop, you have to clean your butt because you have like a gaping hole next to your butthole. I make jokes with my boyfriend that I have like 2 buttholes because I like kind of do. This SITZ bath has saved my life in terms of pain, in terms of cleanliness, just everything about it. You can get these on Amazon. Like I said, the hospital gave me this one. It also came with this like bag. It looks like an IV bag kind of, and you can like hang it up and like add more water. But I find it easier to just like take this bad boy, fill it up with water. If I really want to take like a long SITZ bath, I'll just like dump it out, fill it back up. But yeah, these things are a lifesaver. I wish they made, and they probably do, make like collapsible ones because I've literally brought this on like vacation with me. I once went to Nashville. I probably shouldn't have gone in the first place, but I really wanted to go. I went to Nashville and I brought a whole suitcase filled with all of my just like butt products. So this guy goes with me everywhere. Love it. The next thing I highly recommend, and so will your colorectal surgeon, is fiber powder. This is the Walgreens version just because it's a bit cheaper, but I think the real name is like Benefiber. It is a clear dissolving fiber powder that you can literally put in anything. You can put it in smoothies and soup and water if you want to just put it in your water bottle, in coffee, like anything. It basically on the bottle says, fiber powder strengthens and supports the good bacteria in your gut, supporting an environment for good digestive health. I'm not exactly sure what it does, but I'm pretty sure it just gives you like normal bowel movements, you know? Very helpful for when you have an anal fistula. Another thing that kind of goes in the realm of fiber powder are stool softeners. Of course, stool softeners are not like a long-term helpful thing, but like if you are constipated or you have hard stool because of the medicine that you're given after surgery, stool softeners are a lifesaver, are a game changer. And the two together, works wonders, because pooping is probably one of the most uncomfortable things that you could probably do with an anal fistula, especially when I first got my seton placed. Pooping was so weird. Like I literally feel like I have 2 buttholes sometimes because there's like my actual butthole and then like the fistula hole. So why not make it a little bit more comfortable with some fiber powder? Woohoo, fiber powder. While we're on the conversation of poop, I also wanted to talk about these wipes. These are called Good Wipes. Honestly, I think they're like vajayjay wipes, but I imagine if you can use them on your vajayjay, you can use them on your butthole. If I'm wrong, please comment down in the comments because I've been using these to wipe my butt. I really wish that they had like baby wipes that came in individual packets because these are so easy to just like stick in my purse. I put like, I don't know, 3 or 4 in each one of my purses. They say like it's a vibe on them. But yeah, I love these wipes because for a while it took me a long time to feel comfortable with like going out in public because I was really scared that like what if I had to like poop out in public. And not that I like feel the need to like shit my pants every time I'm out of the house, but sometimes it happens, especially when I started dating my boyfriend and I would go to his house and I didn't necessarily want to bring my whole big SITZ bath with me. This really helped in terms of just like easing my mind that I had something to just like easily wipe my butt with. With that being said though, the second you have the chance to shower or sitz bath, I really recommend doing that just to avoid like infection, because your butthole and your fistula hole are like so close. I just wouldn't want you guys to get in the habit of just using wipes instead of like actually cleaning your wound. I really would love everyone with an anal fistula to like feel empowered to live a normal life, to work out, to be intimate, to go out, to do everything that they used to do, and just understand that now they just have a little bit more of a challenge. So these wipes have been very, very helpful. I got these ones at Target. What really stood out about these ones in terms of like all the other ones is that it said it was like toxin and dye free, pH balanced, hypoallergenic, convenient AF, 99% purified H2O, and a legendary feel. I'm sure there are way better ones out there for you. These are just the ones that like I was gravitated to because of the cute marketing and just like the fact that they were like really convenient. If you have any recommendations, please let me know down in the comments, because if I could just get some like individual packed Huggies, I would love that. One of the biggest adjustments I've had to get used to while having an anal fistula is like conceptualizing that I have like a literal open wound next to my asshole, and it like drains, it leaks, it smells, there's a lot of stuff going on. So something that has really, really, really changed the game in terms of like me feeling comfortable with going out of the house wearing like thongs and wearing whatever and not like fistula-ing all in my pants. When I get fistula juice on my underwear, I always say like, oh, I just fistulaed my pants. But this has like changed the game, and it is surgical sponges. I literally got this pack of surgical sponges on Amazon for maybe like $12. I will definitely link this down below because it is life-changing. Basically, they're little square like gauzes, and I just fold them up like this and shove them right in between my butt cheeks, and it soaks up all of the fistula juice. It's life-changing. So in a plastic bag in my purses, I put a couple of the wipes that I talked about before, and then like some of these, and then I put them in a plastic bag so they're not just like floating around my purse. But these have helped so much. I feel so much less like insecure about the smell, about my fistula panties, about just everything. And while we're on the topic of like fistula panties and fistulaing your pants, these underwear have been a lifesaver. Like I have so many pairs of underwear. Like it's embarrassing how many pairs of underwear I have, and I've caught myself only using like 6 pairs that I have. These are Aerie. Aerie, I will live and breathe Aerie thongs. In particular, these like seamless ones, they're so soft. They're the most comfortable thong that I can wear with my fistula because they just like don't really rub that badly. They're soft, they're airy, they're just airy. I get it now. But they're perfect and I love them, and they have literally saved my life. If I could, I would get rid of all my underwear and just have these, but then I would only have like 6 pairs of underwear, and I don't really have the money to go and buy a whole new underwear collection because I need like 10 pairs of underwear at all times, especially with my fistula. It's made it even worse. I pack so much underwear in my bag. I'm so used to just wearing like thongs and leggings all the time and shorts and da-da-da-da. Since I've been diagnosed with my anal fistula, clothes have been like so uncomfortable. So these underwear are like literally a lifesaver when I need to wear a thong. I've tried not to wear thongs as much with my anal fistula. Honestly, after my surgeries, I've probably waited like a month to put a thong on. I've been wearing just like full butt underwear and wearing like dresses or wearing whatever I feel comfortable with while wearing full butt underwear, because being a girl is hard and being a stylish girly is a little bit hard too, because a lot of the clothes that I wear, I need to wear thongs because I don't want underwear lines to show. But anyway, panty party. And the last thing, and probably the most uncomfy thing I will probably admit on the internet, weird for me, is diapers. Diapers have gotten me through so much through my anal fistula journey. Like, I am not even joking you. They provide so much comfort in a weird way, because Wearing underwear is really uncomfortable. Fistulaing your pants is really uncomfortable. And just knowing that I can lay in bed or do what I need to do in a diaper and not worrying about ruining clothes is just like life-changing. Wearing a diaper has been a bit of my claim to fame on TikTok, I hate to admit, but I don't really wear them anymore, which is why I don't have any to show you. I will add a photo here and a photo here of the diapers that I wear that I'm obsessed with them. And they're not diapers not like baby diapers. They're literally like pull-ups for adults that I wear on my period when I'm just feeling disgusting. They are something that I've worn after all of my surgeries from day one. My SITZ bath and my diapers are my two best friends. I don't know, I'm getting emotional just thinking about how my diaper and how my SITZ bath have gotten me through this. I felt so vulnerable wearing one, but at the end of the day, like, I shouldn't be. And I don't know, if I could wear a diaper every day I would, but that's a little bit weird. Diapers, when you have an anal fistula, are a lifesaver. Don't be embarrassed by it. Don't feel weird by it. Just do it. Just buy them. Even if you just need them for your recovery time, get them. I promise you, you will feel so happy and empowered to tackle your life with a fistula. Now that we've talking about the stuff that has gotten me through my fistula journey, I just want to talk about like the mindsets and the practices and whatever that I have done to help me through this journey as well, because it has been a lot. I don't know how else to explain living with an anal fistula besides a lot, because it is physically draining, mentally draining, and it is financially draining. Like, I am 26 years old and I never thought that I would be having the medical bills that I have. Like, it's hard to even fathom it. Like, I will not even lie to you guys. I had a straight up panic attack last week because I've been dealing with so much crap with my finances. So with that being said, I'm just gonna get into the first thing, is financial assistance. Whether you have insurance or not, financial assistance is most likely there for you. I do have insurance and I'm lucky enough to have a pretty good insurance plan, but my bills have still been probably close to like $4,000. And it's just a lot. Money is something that makes me really uncomfortable. Money is something that like I have worked really hard to be financially independent from my parents since I graduated college, just as a thank you to them for everything that they've done for me up to the point that I went to college. And I was not anticipating that I would go into complete financial ruin because of this gosh darn fistula. I applied for financial assistance in October of 2021 after my first two surgeries, and I was able to get 88% of my bills covered. And that was because I was in between jobs. So my salary was less than the poverty line. At the time, I didn't realize that because I had thought that like I had the same salary that I have now because I had the same job, but it turns out it's a long story. But basically, I filed financial aid and I got 88% of my bills covered. So if you fall between like the poverty guidelines where you can get financial assistance, it is so much help even if you do have insurance. I'm now going through this like really tough thing where I am making more money than the poverty line. So my financial aid was denied. I appealed that and my appeal was denied, and I owe like $2,100. And to be honest, I live paycheck to paycheck, and that would just like literally wipe out all the savings I have and put me back a lot. So I'm working with the hospital to try to see what they can do in terms of getting me some sort of financial aid. If not, I'll work out a payment plan. Utilize your hospital's financial resources because I kid you not, this is expensive, and you want to be as frugal as possible when it comes to paying your hospital bills because no one asked for this. I shouldn't have to spend $2,000 on my whole butt journey when I could be spending $2,000 on like a purse or something. So definitely be your own advocate and look into the resources that you have through your hospital because it will change the game for you. One of my biggest regrets in my anal fistula journey has been not letting my body rest when it needed it. I was diagnosed with my anal fistula in the middle of my 2021 hot girl summer. I had just gotten out of a relationship. I was like yachting, I was doing all the things. Like, I was literally living my hot girl summer with an anal fistula. And although that might be something like to be proud of in some ways, I'm really not proud of the fact that like I didn't listen to my body when I was tired. I kept working. I literally, after my first surgery, my emergency surgery, went to a Mariners game like 2 days after. I don't know, like I should have just like chilled out and listened to my body, but I didn't. Luckily, I've had a really good healing process. Like physically, I've healed pretty like normally. My actual wounds have healed pretty well. And I'm really surprised that they did because of the fact that like I just kept going. And I really recommend taking PTO, taking time for yourself. My most recent surgery that I had in May, I told myself I was gonna do that one differently. So I went home and rested for a week. I went to my parents' house, I brought my cat, and I took a lot of days off of work, and I just was really adamant on resting and recuperating and just like manifesting that that surgery was gonna be my last surgery. When your body is ready, also, I really recommend getting into a normal like workout routine and getting your body moving in small, manageable ways, like going for walks, going to the gym and walking on the treadmill, because I couldn't do bar after my surgeries just because there's like a floor part of it where you sit on the ground, and I like couldn't do that. So I was like losing my mind when I couldn't work out. There's so much you can do. Like you can take walks, like I said, treadmill, obviously like don't go on like any like stationary bikes or anything, but you can like elliptical, stairmaster, things like that. You really can get your body moving, and it's actually good for your body to do a productive amount of body moving and working out. Don't overdo it like I did and then get depressed. Just like have a healthy relationship with your body and be mindful about your healing, because that is something that I think is super important. Not only is taking care of your body really important, but taking care of your mind is just as, if not more important. I am so glad that throughout my whole fistula journey, I was seeing my therapist, because it's weird. Being diagnosed and having anal fistula is super weird. You lose a lot of the sense of like who you used to be because you have this weird like butt injury. Everything from wearing clothes to having sex to going to the bathroom, just like so many things change. And of course, there are a lot of other things out there that affect your life a lot more than an anal fistula. It's still important to remember that having an anal fistula is still physically and mentally exhausting and taxing. So if you do have the means and the opportunity to see a therapist, I really recommend it. Talking to my therapist about just all of the changes and adjustments that I've gone through with a fistula has helped me immensely. Because unless you have an anal fistula or you know someone with an anal fistula, like no one knows like what really you're going through. There's so many people that like don't know the actual hardships of what I've gone through, because I've made it seem so easy because I kept going on as life was, you know, normal. Sometimes you can feel really alone, and when you get to the hard parts and don't really have people to talk to, you feel almost like, I don't know, like I felt a little bit gaslit into thinking like, oh, like I'm fine. But like, sometimes you're not fine. Sometimes you have to be like, no, I've gone through a really hard thing. I'm going through a really hard thing, and just knowing that you'll get through it is the biggest part of just like healing. For those of you out there that have an anal fistula and are still going through the journey and have been going through the journey for a long time, like I am really genuinely sorry for what you're going through. It is not easy, and if you can, just please, please, please try to seek therapy, because something like this seems like it's just never gonna end and you'll never get to live a normal life, but I really hope that you do. The last thing I just wanna say about the anal fistula journey is have a doctor, a surgeon that you trust. My doctor, Dr. White, I was lucky enough to have a really amazing colorectal surgeon right off the bat. He was referred to me from the general surgeon when I got my first emergency surgery, and Dr. White has been the most supportive, amazing doctor that I've had probably in my whole life, and I have some weird freaking health issues, but he makes me feel so normal and makes me feel like I'm gonna get through it, and empowers me to just like live my normal life, and that we're gonna get through it, and we're a team. That's the biggest thing, is you and your doctor are a team. Even Elizabeth, who is the, I don't even know exactly what she is, like she's like the nurse. She has helped me through so much too. Like we just come together and like have to laugh at the fact that like I'm living with an anal fistula. Like I show them my TikToks. Just, it's really important to have a good relationship with your doctor and to trust them. I'm really privileged to have the means and the resources that I do, but it's really important to trust your doctor. And I wish that I could like send Dr. White to like everyone that has an anal fistula, but like there are good doctors out there. I know it's hard. Like I feel weird talking about this because like I said, I'm so privileged to have such a good experience, and I know there's gonna be people out there that don't have that, but like keep fighting for yourself, keep advocating for yourself. Like I said earlier about the financial assistance, like do what you can to just get the proper medical attention that you need, and just fight for financial assistance. I don't even know really like what to say. It's a lot. I'm an air sign, I'm an Aquarius, and I get very big about these kinds of things, and I get really emotional when I think about like not only how lucky I am, but when I think about that there's people out there that aren't as set up for success. I feel lucky to live in a state that has really good health care, and if you're going through this, just like know you're not alone. Like I said, like I am here for you. If you follow me on TikTok, I'm at Maddie and Bug. I talk a lot about my fistula. I'm really open about talking to people that need just like a soundboard. I'm not a licensed therapist, and don't like use me as like a crutch or anything, but like I am here to like listen. I just went off on the world's biggest tangent because that is what I do. I have such a hard time like sticking to what I need to say. But just to recap all of that big bulk of information is exercise when you're comfortable and when you can. Rest after your surgeries. Rest when you're feeling tired, and just like know that your body has gone through a lot. If you can, seek therapy for all the stuff that you know you're feeling and you're going through it. It's valid and it's real. Use financial assistance where you can. Call your hospital's billing office and just like fight for yourself. It's hard and you just gotta keep going, but you can do it. Like I really know you can. And the last thing is have a surgeon and a doctor that you trust. Be a team, because I promise if you just do these things, it's hard, but it'll be a little bit easier. And hopefully you are able to get through this journey. It's not easy. I'm here for you. Your fistula community is here for you. All my fisties, cisty, and misties out there, we can do this. We literally can. All right, everyone. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. I feel like it might have turned out a little bit long. If it did, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for making it this far. Your views mean the world to me. If you enjoy my content, consider, I don't know, subscribing to my channel, liking this video. You can follow me on TikTok or Instagram. I post on those platforms every day. I'm much more active on those. My YouTube channel, I don't know, it's a long story about this YouTube channel. I love it, but it's a lot of work. If you want to see some more long form content, just let me know. I need some video ideas. I get really like stuck. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to call your mom, call your dad, water your plants, kiss your cat on the head for me, and live your best life. Bye.